Welcome back, guys. It is Fooligan. I'm here on Ramble, Rants, and Drives with Misty the Penguin and Tiny Tim again. We are going to be discussing on this episode, is there anything worth giving sex up for? And thoughts on the new drone laws. Let's get it started. Misty, what would you give up sex for?
Wait, why you gotta start with me?
Yeah, no, how about this? I just Googled the top answers of what people would give up sex for.
Alright, we'll start with that.
And we'll start with that. The top one comes up and it says avoiding car shopping. And it basically says that it's so stressful that people would rather give up sex just to go get a car and not haggle, not deal with the people, like the dealership or anything. Just go in, get the car, get out. They would rather give up sex than having to deal with it.
I think a lot of us probably would actually.
Yeah, that is very true.
I would do
Not
that.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because I just bought a car recently over the summer, and it's like traveling. When you travel to a destination and stuff like that, it's just like that mentality, your mental power just gets drained dramatically out of it. So by the time you're done with it, you're like, oh my god, I just want to go home and sleep and stuff like that. So yeah, I could probably agree with them.
Yeah, I mean, I could too. It's just way too much.
Yeah, I've never bought a car from a dealership, but just buying one from another owner is stressful enough. I bet dealerships make it 20 times more stressful.
Well, imagine them just keep pressuring you just to keep doing that. Here's one. Have you ever gone to the mall and got sucked into the kiosks? You know, with the salespeople there.
Oh heck yeah! I'll be wearing my Jordans, and the guy will be like, "Hey, let me clean your shoes. I'll clean one. You buy my kit. I'll clean the other." And I'm like, "Well, you can't just clean one, or else I'll look like a fool. A fool.
That is basically, think of that, except
Shut up! Just shut up! You're trying to roll with that so hard. No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Same thing, except this is dealing with $45,000
Yeah, that's
in a 5-year commitment.
That's a lot of money and time.
That's an expensive car. You're getting a high-end Mercedes or something.
How expensive was your car?
Oh, mine was only 26 or 25, 26.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll go with Subaru, I guess.
That's the average price for SUV, anyways.
I did not know that.
I was going more off of semi-sports car or truck.
Yeah.
They take a little bit more money.
Because you're the only one with a...
Just,
What are
okay,
they called?
moving on.
SUVs?
Yes!
Oh.
You really need to get out more.
I do need to get out more.
You really need to get out more.
I know, it's a problem.
God damn.
Okay. So the second, or number 2 on the list is, they did a survey, and it came out that 1 in 3 single people prefer to eat over sex.
So they have the orgasm in their mouth versus an actual pleasure.
It says that
That's all I have to say on that.
that people preferred chocolate, and that some preferred steak over sex.
Okay. So with the whole food enjoyment, I probably could give up sex for a Boston cream pie.
Oh,
I have to admit, I can do anything Boston cream related. Give me a donut, give me a cake. I don't care. I'll freaking eat it. Give me toasted strudels. I'll eat that too. Okay. Oh my god, it's so good.
Anything with Boston cream.
Yeah.
I would go with bacon and pancakes. If I just had a whole bunch of bacon and pancakes, I'd be like, I don't need sex at all. Just keep your sex to yourself. I have my bacon and pancakes.
So you got breakfast food. You got a custard kind of thing going on. I think it would have to be...
I love that cream filling. So
all over his mouth. Probably zuppa toscana, which is the sausage, bacon, potato, creamy soup from Olive Garden with some kale in it.
Oh, so it's an Italian soup.
It's an Italian soup.
Oh, okay.
Where do you think the Toscana came from?
I don't know.
Or the zuppa. But yeah, I think that would be mine. Just because, when you eat soup, you get that warm feeling kind of thing. And you just want to lay there and be like, I'm done with the day. Fall asleep.
Wait. So it's sausage?
It's sausage, bacon bits, potatoes, cream,
Kale.
and then kale. With a little bit of spice in the sausage. So you get that heat, and then you get the actual...
I mean,
it's like a stew?
It's not like a stew.
It's not really a cream, I would say. It's more like they just
you
put...
make it with cream.
But it's more milky. Cream's more thick and everything. It's more...
It's not a stew.
It's like they put milk in.
It's like a soup.
Yeah,
it's like a veggie soup kind of thing, but you have...
So it's not a stew, but it's a soup style.
It's a soup style.
Okay.
But the only vegetable in there is potatoes. And
the rest
kale.
is just meat.
And the rest is meat.
Wait, isn't kale vegetable?
Yeah, he
I
said
just said potatoes and kale.
Oh, I heard it's potatoes. Yeah, listening skills is out the window.
But yeah, I mean, the spice in the sausage, because of my parents use like Jimmy Dean's mild sausage, so there's a little kick to it. So that keeps you warm. Then you have the radiant heat of the actual soup, which gets your body warm. So you kind of got that mental kick. And
Like that relax effect.
Yeah, and then it's like basically sitting down in front of a fireplace with your hot cup or whatever.
And I'll say, I'm a guy who only goes for like chicken noodle type of soups, but I'll eat some soup of this kind of, like, it's super good.
I've never had that.
Next time we go to Olive Garden, you gotta get it.
When are the next time we're going to OG?
Okay, next time next time it's at my house, you gotta come over.
Okay.
Tyler,
I think he was just trying to get invited over to your house.
I know, right? Home cooking.
Because I don't know how I feel. That sounds like it's an interesting kind of soup stew contraption, but concoction.
Concoction?
That.
What?
That word, concoction.
Okay.
That
Learning
word.
how to speak.
Yeah, right. These are rambles and rants.
Speaking 101 class.
Alright, so next one on the list is actually using your smartphone. People, it says that people are literally sleeping with their smartphone, and their phones are more important to them than an orgasm.
Okay, I'll start this one off. I do sleep with my phone. It sleeps in the bed with me. It is literally right beside me. I cuddle it. No joke, like my arm will be around it just to make sure that it doesn't fall off the bed. I don't have a girlfriend in my life right now, so it kind of is like the most important thing to me right now.
Oh, that's how you Netflix and Jill.
That's how I Netflix and Jill?
Yeah, you didn't know about Jill?
Oh.
Every guy has a girlfriend named Joe.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Jill, why aren't you talking to me?
Get like a pub second go like this.
Jill?
And it starts working down to the lower area of his crotch.
Oh,
Jill.
no, I get the joke now.
That's what I said last time in the episode. You're like Netflix and chill. I'm like, oh, I said Jill, but okay, keep going, whatever.
Oh.
Fooligan.
My bad.
Yeah. So what do you say on that one, Misty?
No, I go with sex. I'll just go with the sex.
Yeah, sex.
I get some penguin sex going on with that. That's how I do it.
Do you just like pee on the egg? Is that how it works, or how does penguin
keep that as a
sex?
secret.
Okay.
I'm going to say Google that.
Look on the Animal Planet. They probably have it.
Oh my god.
No, Discovery Channel.
Discovery.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's always
Learn
Discovery
something
Channel.
new every day.
Yeah.
Do it like they do it on the Discovery Channel.
Don't they have like naked and afraid shows on that thing? I never understood the appeal of that. I was like, why would these people agree to just be naked out in the wilderness? Like you're asking to get like sunburn in places you don't want sunburn. You're asking to get sand. Like,
but that's their culture, though.
Yeah, no. This is something different. It's called Naked and Afraid. You know, like Bear Grylls, Dual Survivor, Man.
They just pick
where they go out and
random
they go.
people.
No, they don't pick random people. They apply for it. People, this is a challenge to them. The people that like to do survival skills will apply to Discovery or whatever the channel is, and they'll say, okay, fine, you get partnered with this person you've never met before, and you have to survive out in the wilderness for like 12 to 24 days or something like that. I've never seen the show. I just know the concept. And they have to they get dropped butt naked, and they have to survive. Honestly, to me, that sounds like the extremest of extreme tests. And honestly, if they would drop me, but I could have my knife in a pair of pants, I would do it. But
not the full extent.
But not
butt
being
naked.
butt naked with either another dude or a
So
girl
pretty much
I've
you're getting
never
raped
met.
beforehand and then just throw you into the woods.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But it's a test to them. It's a challenge to them.
Yeah. Some people are like that. They explore the different challenges like that.
I'll be honest, since I like survival stuff,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, because like that makes a difference, because I understand your point where you're saying like the diseases, the insects and stuff like that. When you're normally in a society where you have clothes and your cultural is, hygienic and stuff like that. Now I thought about like these people, like I thought you were talking about like the tribes that they have and where they have like titties everywhere and stuff like that. But like, well, that's like their culture, and then and since the culture's been around for so long, their bodies get immune to it. It's just the generations get better and better immunization, so they can survive as long as we can.
Okay. There we go. Fixed it.
Sure.
I'm positive.
That's gonna be weird now because it cut out.
Yeah.
That was my fault. That was Fooligan's fault. Fooligan touched the computer.
Alright, so there's gonna be a weird mess up because all Fooligan's fault. That's why I'm the editor. You don't touch anything.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, viewers.
So with the tribes and all that, I can see from your point, but what from the being affectionate when they just get dropped in there to naked.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always thought that it'd be fun to plan a trip, like a hunting safari kind of trip, where literally you show up with your knife, a pack,
Your clothes on your back.
the clothes on your back.
And then like 1 or 2 utensils.
Yeah,
That's it.
something like that, and then you got to figure out the rest. I think that would be I personally think that would be fun to do.
You let me know how that goes.
If I ever show back up.
Yeah. We'll be like, and on broadcast 47, still have not heard from Tiny Tim.
In other news, a Yeti has been spotted in Canada.
No, wait, that's Tiny Tim. Don't worry about it. Tiny Tim. He's good. He's good. I think like the whole Family Guy episode when like Peter becomes like freaking part of the animals of the wild and he learns his human rights and then let him go.
I love that episode.
That was too good.
Family Guy is like the cornerstone of our friendship. Like it's just so.
Yeah.
It's everything. Like we all have watched like every episode of it and just love it.
All right, so that was the top picks for people online. What's your guys' choices for what would you give up sex to get or to have or not to do?
You go Fooligan.
Yeah.
Fooligan do. Do you want to pass? Do you think of something?
No, like I'm thinking of something, but like it's gonna sound really shallow.
Oh, okay.
But I would definitely give
We're
up.
talking about like 2-inch shallow. We're talking about like a foot shallow. How deep we're talking?
I'm talking like the whole Earth shallow.
What?
I don't know how that makes sense.
No,
but
it doesn't.
Okay. I would give up like sex for the like rest of my life if I was offered like the whole franchise of like Taco Bell or something like that.
So some sort of corporation.
Yeah, like
You own the corporation, a big corporation. You would give up sex.
I would give it up for like a lifetime.
Are you gonna dot your I's and cross your T's when you say you'll give it up, but would you pay somebody just to do it and you wouldn't have pleasure out of it, or?
Well, that's getting technical. I was trying to be sneaky here, like all corporate people are.
Loophole, redundancy.
I will have my lawyer once I'm rich enough. I'll have my lawyers come back to this episode and be like, "Oh no, see, you phrased it this way."
Okay. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this really quick. Okay, now this is a twofer. All right, so one end of the scale is what would you give up sex? So never have sex ever again. Having sex, never having sex again. What would you give up? And the other side is give up sex where you don't have pleasure anymore.
Okay. I would give up sex for like not having it anymore.
Yeah.
If I could have sex with Jessica Alba before.
So that'd be your one thing.
Yeah, that'd be my one.
So you literally be the term hit it and quit it, and that's
Yes.
literally the term.
Literally, that would be. I would hope it would last like for a whole day. But yeah.
Like you want one day with her to have sex with her if she's willing to agree with that.
Yes. And then just the rest of my life.
Are we talking about like
quit.
chastity belt here, or like come on, it's no more appendage, just to make sure you can't.
Chastity belt definitely, because I can't do the Pain Olympics here, people. The other part of it, I feel like I would. If I really did own a whole bunch of corporations and stuff, I could be one of those guys where it's just, I'm like, you know what, I have a lot of other stuff going on. Like, sex just is not pleasurable to me. Like, I have fast cars, I have money, I have mansions, I have a freaking private jet. Honestly, I could probably have a girlfriend and not have sex with her and still be like, she's my girlfriend. Like, I love her, I care about her, we just don't have sex.
Interesting. Mr. the Penguin?
Yeah, how about you?
Greedy over there.
I know.
And all that. Well, I know with the first or the second part of it where you don't have pleasure, you still have sex, but you just don't get the pleasure out anymore. Is my other hobby of mine, which is airsoft, and the moments and the experience that I get to have during those events and during those gameplays. I would definitely probably give that up, the pleasure in of it, for any day, because some of the things I've done in the past.
Hold on. You kind of stumbled, to be clear on that. You would give up the pleasure of sex to have those fun moments in airsoft.
Yes, having those epic moments, I'll give up the pleasure to have those moments.
Okay.
That would be that. Now the other end where you give up sex all period.
No more physical contact.
No physical contact. I don't really know.
The wheels are just going, but nothing's catching.
Well, I mean, like, you can have you can kiss a girl and stuff.
No, we're talking, like...
Oh, yeah, you can't have that contact.
Yeah,
you can't have the smackity contact.
Boom and the bang in the bed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd probably just be like every other guy, just like you, probably like one role model, one hot model, or
Lindsay Sterling. I know you love her.
Something like that. You know, it'd be like the one day thing, and then
you didn't mention
do the whole hit it and quit it scenario.
Hit it, quit it for life.
Yeah, I think I probably would take that approach because I don't know. I can't think of anything else. That's not.
Hold on, let me ask, because I know some girls that you find very attractive. Would it be A, Lindsay Sterling, B, the girl from Kick-Ass, I forget her name.
Oh, Chloe Moretz.
Yeah, Chloe Moretz or something like that. Yeah.
She's like 18 now, so it's fine.
Illegal.
Yeah. Or the last one, Scarlett Johansson.
You should see the seriousness on his face now.
This is like Wheel of Fortune type of serious right now. He's just watching it spin around. It's like the faces of the girls is on the wheel. He's like, spin the wheel.
I think I probably go with Lindsay Sterling because here's my response for it. I have my own Scarlett Johansson. I'm gonna leave it at that, so I wouldn't have to worry about that.
Okay, I see that.
And then, so I have that, and then Lindsay Sterling because I think she's attractive and reasonable. She'd be fun to have fun with. And then Chloe Moretz, who's Hit Girl from Kick-Ass series. She still looks too young, so it looks like I would be raping a kid. So not gonna even though she's legally of age.
No.
I probably feel wrong at the end.
I'm actually surprised you didn't mention Genie Matrix off of
Johanna Brady.
Yeah, Johanna Brady. Yeah. I don't know their names. I just know their characters.
I just know because I watched the show.
I know.
So.
Johanna Brady.
I thought he was going to say a fourth option.
I thought she was going to.
Well, I knew if I put her, he would automatically pick her, so that's why I didn't put her.
I probably actually wouldn't. I probably would have picked. I think I probably would have picked Lindsay Sterling regardless if I had top. Yeah. Because I think she's skinny. She's like Skeletor, but female version. I don't know how to explain it, but that's like the first thought process.
He just wants to touch it and figure it out.
Yeah,
he just wants to see if there's actually any muscle on her whatsoever.
Yeah, like I'm bony as hell, but hey.
All right, so is that good for that topic? Are we all good? Are we ready to move on?
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, no, what about your end?
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tiny Tim's trying to sneak away. He's like, oh, I don't want to come off like this.
Since this is a two-parter, like, which celebrity would I hit and then quit for life?
Yeah.
If you could give up sex forever, never have sex again, for something else.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be something.
Okay, so we're still on that, because with the split thing, I was kind of getting confused.
You know, because I told him I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
So I think if I do a party,
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, so I think I would do the hitting and quitting thing like that one time. You know,
yeah,
like the grasshopper. It's like, I got a headshot dove. Hey, never had sex.
Yeah.
I honestly can't think of anything. And if we were going to take the whole pleasure part out, I honestly can't think of a thing I would give up for not having sex.
So you do the hit it and quit it for now?
For now, it would be the hit it and quit it, and it would probably be, what's her name again? Johanna? Yeah, Johanna. Probably her.
I am very disappointed no one said Scarlett Johansson.
I told you! I told you my response!
But I'm surprised at Tiny Tim, because we need at least one guy that says Scarlett Johansson. Because Scarlett Johansson is amazingly beautiful.
Yeah.
Like a 10.
No, it depends on the haircut. Like Captain
America 2.
That was
with the
good.
short hair.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that was good.
Yeah, that was
I didn't like was it Iron Man 2 when
Where the curly hair?
Yeah.
No, she had the curly hair. She had the longer hair.
Yeah, she had longer hair in that. She had curly hair in the Avengers too.
Okay. When she first meets, when she's first introduced and she's going through, I think it was Hammer Tech, and whipping all the guards' butts, she had curly hair.
She had curled it, but it was long hair.
Yeah, it was curly but long, and I mean, I like it.
Oh, I like the short hair better.
Pull a picture up so you can come back to that.
Yeah.
And then I went with the giving up the pleasure of sex, but still be able to do it.
Giving up the pleasure.
That's the one like I would trade for another moment for that, you know.
Yeah, Snowman in the Tower kind of thing. I think honestly, if I would give it the pleasure, it would probably to be in a 200-mile-an-hour car, just for that adrenaline rush kind of feel.
Like driving it or just being in it?
Driving it. Controlling a car that goes 250 or more, and being able to do that when I want, that adrenaline spike, I believe, would keep me going.
That's a good answer. I like that. I would honestly be afraid if I was driving at 200 miles per hour. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna die if I turn.
Well, that's also where the whole thing is because in my head it's going, if I screw up, I'm dead. So it doesn't matter if I have sex now or not.
All right, that was a good end to that topic. Let's move on to the next one, I suppose, which is thoughts on the new drone laws. I know nothing about this.
Like that. I don't know what she was in that one for.
That one, oh shoot, that was
Captain America 2.
That was Captain America 2?
No.
Yeah.
I thought it was Iron Man 2 for some reason. Because I typed in Iron Man 2 and it had the curly hair.
Iron Man 2
like
is when she first appeared in the whole series.
Yeah.
And she had long hair.
No.
The long straight hair.
I thought she did have long hair.
Maybe at one point, but
no, she had, because there's that. Like they had the normal long hair, the long curly hair. She's normally.
That's her first appearance. That was Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Okay, but I know she had the straight hair too, which I don't know. That. Like that's not attractive. As Scarlet.
That's attractive to me.
Not that type of hair. I don't like that hairstyle for her. I prefer the curly.
I think in Avengers 2 was her best hairstyle.
Like that was fine. The shorter hair.
Yeah.
The shorter hair like that.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
cute.
But like that, like I just like.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. That's
yeah.
I am off topic on that.
All right. So, thoughts on the new drone laws? Like I said, I know nothing about this. You guys kind of more picked this one out.
So, if people who don't know what's going to happen, I believe up until recently, I think beginning of January 1st of this year, 2016, that you have to register your drone, and there's certain requirements of the drone. Like I know a certain weight, certain speed, or certain use of it, you have to register your drone with the Federal Aviation Administration.
We're not talking about like the GoPro drones, right?
No, we're talking about that. Like, for example, if you buy, like, you go to 7-Eleven, you get those little tiny the tiny ones you fly in your house and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't have to register those. But now, if you use it for like filming and stuff like that, or like the Phantoms, or just for drone racing, or just for whatever the bigger ones, or like usually about this big or so, those you have to register.
Yeah, like the ones they sell at Best Buy, that you put your GoPro and everything. You have to register that.
Yeah, you have to register those.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Well, there's been a lot of weird cases of people flying them in certain events when they're not supposed to, or maybe fly into a certain restricted area when they're not supposed to, or a certain height. Because again, if you have a height thing where like you're not allowed to fly 400 feet, and stuff like that, because you have other aircrafts in the airspace, that's why they have to keep track of it, so that you don't abuse the air traffic and stuff like that, because it's classified as an unmanned vehicle.
I would understand if they put like new privacy laws in, because I can just picture some like 14-year-old kid who just got this thing. He's like, well, hey, my hot 18-year-old neighbor lives right over there and her window's open and I can see steam coming out of her bathroom window, so she must have just taken a shower. Let me see if I can get my drone up there or something. Like, I can understand where they're like, okay, there's privacy laws now. You're not allowed to just film whoever you want.
I think there's a little bit of that on the rules. I don't know all the rules, but there's certain things, like I said, like the weight, certain airspace you're allowed to use, and it depends on the usage of the vehicle.
I'm looking at the rules right now, or the bullet points for hobby flying, just for fun. And it says you got to keep it 5 miles away from an airport, which makes sense.
Definitely.
It says you got to keep it 5 miles away, or you have to notify the tower before you start flying. So that would go with the whole registry kind of thing, so they know where you are.
That's easy, because if you say we go to see, that's the thing, is you have to it depends on the airspace, and the reason I know a little bit about this is because
you were thinking about getting one of the GoPro drones, right?
Well, no. Well, besides the point, yes, of trying to get a drone for this coming year, but the thing is I have a family member who's in FAA and having the insight of that, so I know I usually keep kind of in the loop of what's going on. And other people have been telling me too about that, and so I'm keeping an update with it, so I don't get in trouble. But yeah, so with that, with like the regional, like if you go to like Manassas Airport, there's no tower there.
Ah.
So how do planes know when to land and not to land?
I guess. Like, is it just in the airport? Like, there's just a tower in the airport where it's not like actually a tower. It's just a command center more type of thing. No.
So when people fly Cessnas, the small Cessnas are on and stuff like that, they use radio channels. There's a certain frequency that they put on, and then they link their channels to those different frequency repeaters and stuff like that that's on those of the thing. And what they do is on the channel, they let anybody know in the airspace. This is what we have to do for protocols. Anybody in the airspace letting you know that I'm landing my Cessna. I'm landing in or coming in about 10 minutes for a landing, runway 33 or something like that, and coming in. So they know where, like, hey, I should wait an extra 5 minutes, or hey, I gotta make that immediate landing. I gotta set myself up to land before that guy comes in, and stuff like that. So you at least know what's going on, because you can't, run into each other.
So it's not really like a traffic light kind of thing. It's more like a stop or a roundabout where everybody's just kind of working themselves.
Yeah,
but they're being courteous.
Yeah, they're being courteous. And then when you go into the commercial style, when you have jets, props, commercial flights and stuff like that with the towers, so like the airports near us, and all that, IAD and DCA, BWI and all that, of those flights, airports, those you would have to they would have the towers and they would communicate. That's why you have FAA air traffic controllers and stuff like that. There's more in depth with that to go hand in hand, but that's how I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can understand like the 5, and I can understand with with that, like I guess if you went to the local regional airports where they have the repeaters and no towers, you would have to get onto the repeater, let them know in the air. Definitely with helicopters and stuff like that, I'll be flying a drone within a certain airspeed so that people can
watch out for it.
Watch out for it. We definitely be coming and landing. I mean, you shouldn't be like hovering 100 feet above the landing area with the Cessna's coming in. You kind of be stupid.
I mean, common sense has to be in there too.
Yeah, but you just I think I don't know if it's by courtesy or if it's by law that you would have to. I have to double check, but definitely like with the main towers for the bigger areas, if you're flying within a 5 mile radius, you have to inform them.
Yeah. Another thing here, it says don't fly near people or stadiums.
So that probably goes along with the whole like you can't just be having it like outside someone's window, like flying it near them.
I can see that, but I was thinking of stadiums as more of like a commercial privacy thing, because if there's a concert and you got to pay to get in, but you're like, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to pay for the music or the DVD later, I just hover my drone just above the wall kind of thing and record as much as I can or something.
I don't think it's for privacy use, because if you're on a local event where it's live TV, your privacy's out the window.
Well, that's what I was saying, like a concert where there's no TV cameras, but they're like recording the stage.
Even with that, they were recording regardless of what they were going to do. People taking photos, because when you're doing an event like that, a public event, is that with that, your privacy is minuscule to what it is. So you already expect to see yourself on the internet. So if you're somebody that has that, you might be careful what you should do there, or cover yourself up, or costume or some sort. The reason why I think they do that is because, like I said, it's a stadium event, is the danger.
Yeah, people.
Like battery loses out, or a gust of wind blows it over, or something damage to your drone. You could run in and hurt people. That's the reason why they have the restriction on certain locations, like a sporting event or a stadium. I think it was said.
Yes, it's stadium.
Stadium. So anything with a stadium sort, you would be careful not to bring it there. Now, I think there's probably some loopholes or something about like if you own the property or own the thing, you probably do that.
Like
or you do where it's like if it is a stadium that you're doing a filming, but you let the property or the complex let them know, hey, there's no event there, there's nobody there, it's just me and my crew, and we're trying to film this cool dog fight or something, or fly kites and want to get cool shots or something like that. I think you can get away with that, but I think on hand to hand, just don't do it at stadiums.
Yeah.
For a live event.
All right.
Unless asked by the owners.
Mm-hmm. You could do if you want to learn a little bit more of the drones, because I'm definitely interested, because I know I'm going to be picking one up this year, looking at a few for my videography and all that. But if you want to know more information, you could definitely go to FAA.gov, and you can figure out the information you need to do that. And having, if your vehicle or unmanned aircraft drone needs to be registered and all that, and I think it's a few bucks to do it or whatever. It takes no time at all. I read up on the regulations. So with all that information, it's easy to access. And they'll give you everything you need to know. And different size, scales, and stuff like that, too. Will be informative.
Like here for the hobby, it says don't fly anything over 55 pounds.
All right.
Which makes sense.
Well, I believe that concludes this episode of Ramble, Rants, and Drives. Thank you so much for listening. You learned a little bit about all of us. You learned a little bit about the FDA rules or whatever they're called.
FAA.
Oh, FAA or FTA, whatever it is. We have a lot of acronyms.
It's FAA, Federal
Whatever. FAA. I am so sorry. I messed up the acronyms. Misty, anything to say?
What was your last thing, Misty?
Oh, I was going to say, for the channel, we were discussing about it, is that for these broadcasts, if you want to listen and you don't have the time to be on your phone to listen to it, is we're going to put this up on SoundCloud, and hoping you have that there so you can download our broadcast at any time and listen to it in your car or on the way to work or something like that. You have an alternative means of listening. Again, if you want us to talk about anything you want us to talk about up to a certain degree, put it in the comments below. With the most likes, we will discuss about it, and we'll go from there.
All right. From all of us at No Filter Fools, thank you for listening, and see you later.